Pelicans. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Pau Gasol is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Now here's Parker. Parker double teamed. And the wide open shot from Green. Hill pulls it in. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Detroit Pistons.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And then Davis has got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assists and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
Here's Parker. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Aldridge is straight, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now, here's Parker. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Gasol.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Here's Hill following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Here's Galloway. Terrific design on the big play. And he lays it in. Galloway has got 5.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And Parker, here we go. They kick it out to Green. Good on the triple.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Green against Evans. On the wing, Davis. The kick out to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Hill's got his second basket of the night.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Leonard. It's stolen by Davis. Galloway, the pass to Evans. He kicks it to Ajinça. Here's Galloway. Great D that time from Green.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
Now here's Leonard. Following the miss by Tony Parker. Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Clock at 6. To the inside. Gasol. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Both free throws good from Gasol.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Evans, a screen on Parker. Davis sets a screen. With some arc, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And Davis sends it back. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Parker drives in. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Outside Aldridge. Dishes it to Green. Feeds it to Parker. Back to Green. Pulls up. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Evans against Parker. And that's Evans penetrating. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Langston Galloway. Now here's Moore. Following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. Pick up by Hill. Leonard with the steal. To the paint. Here's Green. And Davis sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Evans. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Evans has got his second basket.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard to beat.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Moore with the bucket.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Well, Greg, you're just talking about the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And, Mark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
The natural, he's checked in for Hill. The Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Now here's Mills. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. And Leonard gets it to go.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Evans kicks to Davis. Green against Evans. And there's the pass to the natural. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Evans against Green. It's stolen by Green. Here's Leonard. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
So it's the Pelicans now. After the basket by San Antonio. Stevenson with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Now here's Stevenson. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. On the left block, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, Tyreke Evans is so versatile, great instincts, well-developed skill set. He can beat you every way you turn.
And back to Tyreke Evans. He's a big, muscular guy for a wing. That 7-foot wingspan, that arm span we've all admired and read so much about. Too strong for off guards, too quick for small forwards. He's kind of got a ubiquitous position.
He does. And, Kevin, you know, it's funny. A lot of people have tried to place him in a box in terms of position. Instead of just saying he's a basketball player, the guy's strong. He's got tremendous physical attributes. Combine that with the ball handling and his confidence, and it gives you an interesting mix. I mean, he's one of the more unique, multifaceted guys we have in our league.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans moving it around, and it's Moore penetrating. He with the block. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touched by Lee. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Moore. Rebound, San Antonio. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
And so here is New Orleans following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Pondexter, the pass to Champ. Hits the three-point bomb. Champ's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now, here's Mills. Ginobili with the 3. Can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pop's and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Tony Parker. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, you know, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
We've got Champ, Quincy Pondexter out there with Hill. Then it's Alexis Ajinça, and it's Galloway in at the point. That's the Pelicans' 5.
And, you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and freewheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
Getting back to Ginobili and Popovich, everyone thought Popovich would break Ginobili of his reckless ways, but in fact, you know this, it was the opposite.
Yeah. You know, Pop recognized he had something special in Ginobili, and it ended up changing his own philosophy, I mean, which I think speaks to the greatness of Greg Popovich. I mean, he was quoted as saying, you know, he does things, Ginobili, that win games. It taught me to watch a little bit more and not be so micromanagement-like, and not sure Pop's ever said that about anybody else.
Dedmon kicks to Lee. It's stolen by Hill. Lee dishes to Dedmon. takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. Dedmon's got his first bucket in this one. New Orleans leading by 8. Poked away. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Hill has the open look. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And it's 7 points for Hill. Spurs trail by 8. Dedmon passes to Parker. He feeds it to Dedmon. Kicks it to Simmons. Passes it to Parker. 11 feet away. Hill pulls it in.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Champ. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned. Well, last season, Quincy Pondexter was moved to the Pelicans. He really took off after the trade and played some of his best basketball to date.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Stevenson's checked in. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got 6 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Ajinça the pass to Champ. Wants to get it to Hill, and does. Just 4 to shoot. Galloway, another one falls for New Orleans.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Parker outside. There's the feed to Lee. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lee's got his first 2 points of the night. Pelicans leading by 8. Inside, here's Stevenson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Evans is checked in. Parker kicks to Lee. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists in the game. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And for Stevenson, to his credit, he took the benching in stride. He knew he just wasn't a good fit at times.
Yeah, and his coach, Steve Clifford, was upfront about it, and I thought did a nice job handling that. Clifford said he wanted Stevenson as a Hornet, but just couldn't find a unit with which to make it work.
Green against Evans. Green with the block. They recover it. Here's Hill. Parker, right side. Here's Aldridge. Goes back up. He lays it in. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
There's the pick. Here's Galloway. Shoots from the baseline. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Spurs trail by 4. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Green with the block. Parker against Stevenson. Here's Aldridge, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Here's Parker. Takes it into the team. To the D and converts the layup. Parker's got 6.
The job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Some changes for New Orleans, and Anthony Davis is checked in for Alexis Ajinça. The natural comes in for Hill, and Moore is subbed in for Langston Galloway. The Spurs also changing it up. Pau Gasol is checked in for Lee, and it's Mills in for Parker. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job. Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Evans dishes to Davis. Kick out to Moore. Davis sets a screen. Moore with it. Gasol covering. And it's going to be a 24-second shot. Clock violation. They turn it over.
Well, the numbers since the All-Star break, and here's how San Antonio ranks league-wide. First in assists, first in blocks, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Green against Evans. They set the pick. Here's the natural. Can't hit. Nice D from Aldridge.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think so. Emergency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that, guys? A big-time answer. He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
Shot from the inbound. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. New Orleans gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Outside, Davis. Green against Evans. Pass to Moore. There's the dish to Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 8 points.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Moore. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Great D that time from Leonard.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
The 3 from Mills. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Mills has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And the basket by Stevenson.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Aldridge's screen. Here's Mills. That one wide left. Pelicans trail by 3. Stevenson passes to Evans. 27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Stevenson. This one for 3, and that one's good. Stevenson's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Outside Leonard. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Yes, guys, I'm here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny. Things were going New Orleans' way from the beginning. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will...
Ladies and gentlemen, and it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far. Just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, and getting it to him is the only hard part, fellas. I mean, once he has it, he's automatic. Forget about it. He can do work down there.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Parker in at point guard. Here's Gasol. It's tipped. They retain possession. Gasol is screened. Parker drives in. It's deflected. Here's Galloway. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Lets a floater go. Hill fires. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 4 assists now tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Aldridge is screened. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Fires from 14. And that one is hammered home.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Spurs trail by 4. Parker kicks to Gasol. He dishes it to Aldridge. It's stolen by Davis. 4-on-3 break. Leonard with the steal. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
David Lee's checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Green. Kawhi Leonard, with another great season last year, earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard hasn't been in the league for a long time, but he's feeling right at home. Said last season he wants to remain a Spur for life.
And for Leonard to hear players say that a lot, but rarely before they reach the end of their rookie contract.
Yeah, I think Leonard just realizes what a special situation he found himself in. I mean, he is the complete package as a player and custom made for how the Spurs like to play and do things. 4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Parker, here we go. That gives them the lead. Parker's got 8 points.
And look, if you're going to allow him to get to the bucket that easily, this lead's going to go from small to big real quick.
Davis with a screen on Parker. Galloway, the pass to Davis. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 10 points for Davis.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
New Orleans gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Hill dishes to Ajinça, and it's good. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Galloway, covered by Parker. Here's Ajinça. Tries again, and it's good on the way up. That's 7 points for Champ.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Ginobili gets the bucket. Here's Galloway. 9 points in the game so far. The pass to Champ. He kicks to Ajinça. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Dishes it to Davis. Puts up the baby hook, and he gets it back. Over Lee. Tries yet again.
How about Anthony Davis in this one? 10 points, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim. Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve. And dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And Parker, here we go. Ginobili outside. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's now 6 points for Manu Ginobili. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. The Spurs second,
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Moore is checked in for the Pelicans. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. Davis sets a screen. And Moore kicks to Davis. Lets it go from 11, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Here's Moore, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Look at that shot. How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! And Mills kicks to Dedmon. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Passes it to Champ. To the inside. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but we also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And a wide-open look for Lee. And just miss after miss right now.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And Stevenson's checked in for Champ.
And how about Anthony Davis? It grew 7 inches in one summer back in high school. You know, people forget he was committed to go to Cleveland State to play point guard out of high school, but then because of that growth, ends up signing at Kentucky, and the rest is history. So, I mean, you look at that 215-pound frame his rookie season, now up over 240, and that's enabled him to dominate the game even more. And I think it'll also help him improve his health. You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Spurs trail by 10. And Davis admitted he might have stayed another season at Kentucky if he'd known how NBA players would go at him physically in his rookie season.
Yeah, they look to punish him, but he's put on the weight he needs to hold his ground now. He doesn't want to get too much bigger, though. Quickness is such a huge part of his game. Doesn't want to lose that.
And Moore kicks to Davis. Stevenson drives in. And the basket good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they got today?
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. The Pelicans have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And that one falls for Stevenson. The Spurs have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Mills passes to Aldridge. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. Now, here's Stevenson. 10 points for him. And it's Davis with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And the wide open shot from Ginobili. That 3 off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Evans, he's checked in for New Orleans. The Spurs also changing it up. Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. Evans kicks to Moore. Back to Evans. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Evans has got 17.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And there's Green on the assist by Mills. Mills has got his 4th assist in this one. Pelicans leading by 14. Stevenson kicks to Davis. Back to Moore. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Simmons. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 9.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Stevenson kicks to Moore. Tries from 10. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And so it's New Orleans with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. Stevenson can't hit. Mills with it. He has 7. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Moore with the bucket.
And they're shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Aldridge a screen. And here's Mills. Launches it. Yeah, wow, he nailed. The buzzer beater.
Important 3 to cut it to single digits. It's still within reach. They've got to pick up.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Spurs trail by 9. Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Then there's Champ. Then it's Alexis Ajinça. And it's Galloway in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. No good from Gasol.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand.
And stolen by Aldridge. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Feeds it to Ajinça. Rejected by Gasol. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Galloway, the pass to Davis. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 8th assist in the game.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here. 16 points and 3 denies. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill, too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. And San Antonio also making a switch. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Daniel Green. Champ, the pass to Davis. Puts up the baby hook. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Champ, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
It's Parker with the drive. That's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
Here's Galloway, covered by Parker. Galloway with the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 4. The Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Parker outside. Parker double teamed. And Leonard has it in the corner. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. Leonard playing extremely well. He has 23 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Here's Galloway. He feeds it to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Gasol kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Davis. And here they go. Maginsa with the bucket. And now a 5-point Pelican lead.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And the shot is good.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. It was a pretty upbeat huddle. He said, I'll bet they won't take us lightly next time, guys. Clearly, he was aware of their underdog status coming into this basketball game, guys.
On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Leonard.
Woo. Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. And he makes the first.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Galloway, the pass to Davis. Kicks to Galloway. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's Aldridge. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
The feed now to Galloway. Uncovered. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Parker with it. He's picked up by Hill. Ginobili left side. Parker double teamed. Just 5 on the clock. Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. And it's a 3-point San Antonio lead. Galloway kicks to Ajinça. Pass to Champ. There's a good screen. The dish to Galloway. San Antonio with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The pass to Champ. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Spurs leading by 3. Pass to Parker. Parker double teamed. Here's Gasol. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And not known as a rim rattler. I mean, he's usually kind of rooted to the floor, not elevating to the rim.
Well, Greg, with his length, he doesn't have to go far to get to that rim.
Now, I tell you what, guys, he got it right there without a problem.
They grab their own miss. Galloway, the pass to Davis. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
San Antonio's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Aldridge a screen. Parker drives in. Parker with another miss.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Galloway kicks to Ajinça. Hill with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Here's Galloway. He dishes it to Ajinça from the line, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Here's Champ. The shot no good. Nice D from Ginobili. Spurs leading by 3. Now Parker. Here's Aldridge. A second chance effort. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Foul call that time in the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Evans is checked in. Gasol wide open. He fires. Pelicans pull it in. Hill's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's Galloway, covered by Parker. And the rejection by Leonard. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're losing by 1. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. .152 left in the fourth quarter. They now take the lead. And that's now 19 points for Tyreke Evans. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fellas.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
It's stolen by Davis. 3-on-3. Here's Hill. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. It's Parker with the drive, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up by 1. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Here's Galloway. Terrific design on the pick one. He lays it in. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Leonard, no luck. New Orleans with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here, and the basket by Hill.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
New Orleans has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. This is to Davis. Can't get it to go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one.
Evans attacking. Connects.
Watch out, Anthony Davis has caught fire.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Parker. Outside Gasol. To the middle. Money!
Just look at what Aldridge is doing.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here are the Pelicans now. Here's Galloway. Back to Davis. Gasol with the steal. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. On New Orleans, back in a moment. Well, if you're just